If you wake up with jaw pain, headaches, or notice your teeth looking a little worn down, well, stress might be literally grinding your teeth to dust while you sleep. Today, we're exploring the silent epidemic of bruxism and digging into some practical strategies you can use tonight to stop the grinding and protect your smile. Okay, let's dive right in with a clear, official definition, because what we're talking about here is so much more than just a bad habit. It's a complex medical condition. It's not just grinding either. It can be clenching your jaw super tight, bracing it, or even thrusting your lower jaw forward, all happening without you even realizing it. So to figure out how to manage this, we first need to get a really good handle on what it is. And as it turns out, there are two very distinct forms it can take, and it all depends on when it's happening. Yeah, that's right. Bruxism isn't just a nighttime problem. You've got sleep bruxism, which is what happens when you're completely out of it, totally unconscious. And then you have awake bruxism, which is often a subconscious reaction to stress or maybe even deep concentration during the day. Knowing which one might be affecting you is a huge first step toward getting it under control. And just how common is this? We'll take a look at these numbers. It is incredibly widespread. Awake bruxism can affect up to nearly a third of all adults. And look at the numbers for children. Up to 40% might be dealing with sleep bruxism. This is affecting a massive portion of the population, at literally every age. So what's the trigger? Why does this even happen? What's causing our jaws to go rogue and clench and grind without our permission? Well, the source isn't actually in your jaw. It starts much deeper, right inside your central nervous system. It's a phenomenon that really originates in the brain. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. This slide breaks down the chain reaction for sleep bruxism step by step. It all kicks off with a tiny little disturbance in your sleep, a microarousal you won't even remember. But that little event flips a switch in your nervous system, your fight or flight response. Your heart rate and breathing spike, your jaw muscles tense up, and then, boom, the grinding event happens. This is so critical because it shows us that bruxism isn't just a dental problem, it's a neurological one. And while it's easy to point the finger at stress, and yeah, stress is a huge driver, it is far from the only cause. We're talking about medical conditions like sleep apnea, certain medications, and even lifestyle choices like caffeine or alcohol. And what's really fascinating is the genetic link. Up to half of people with bruxism have a family member who also has it. So since this whole thing often happens subconsciously, especially when we're asleep, how do you even know if it's happening to you? Well, the diagnosis usually relies on spotting the clinical signs, things that you, your dentist, or maybe even your partner might notice first. Let's run through a quick diagnostic checklist. These are the key signs that clinicians are always looking for. Things like your teeth looking worn down or flat, waking up with a sore, tired jaw or headaches, even tooth sensitivity are all major red flags. And of course, the most obvious one is when a partner reports hearing that grinding noise at night. So as you look at that list, are you kind of nodding along? Does any of that sound familiar? If it does, that's a really strong indicator that this might be affecting you. And paying attention is so important because ignoring these signs can lead to some really serious consequences. And here's why it's so crucial to pay attention. This is not just a minor annoyance. If you ignore these signs, you could be looking at some very serious and frankly very costly outcomes. We're talking about permanent damage to your teeth, your gums, and your jaw that can impact your health for years and years. Okay, but now for the positive news. I don't want you to feel hopeless about this. While there isn't one single magic cure, managing bruxism and preventing the damage is absolutely 100% achievable. So let's dive into the effective, practical strategies you can start using tonight. All right, and this slide perfectly illustrates a common misconception about the most well-known treatment out there, mouth guards. No, they are fantastic at what they do. They're like a little protective shield, a crash helmet for your teeth, preventing all that wear and tear. But here's the key part. They don't actually stop the muscle activity. The grinding still happens. Your teeth are just protected from it. So the real focus for management has to be tackling the root causes. Your first line of defense is all of these evidence-based behavioral strategies. Things like improving your sleep hygiene, a dark, quiet room. That directly reduces the chance of those microarousals we saw earlier. And then directly addressing stress through things like relaxation, counseling, or cognitive behavioral therapy can help calm down that central nervous system that's triggering the grinding. These are really powerful tools for you to regain control. So let's bring this all together with the most important takeaway. Understanding this is absolutely key for anyone who is serious about their health and wants to take control. Why does this matter so much? Because the damage can be staggering and, this is the important part, irreversible. Research shows that severe bruxism can wear away your tooth enamel up to 10 times faster than normal. And once that enamel is gone, it's gone for good. So the key takeaway from all of this is that you have the power to manage this. You are not helpless. The very first step is just recognizing the signs we've talked about and then seeking professional guidance from your dentist or your doctor. Together, you can create a plan to protect your smile for the long run. If you leave bruxism untreated, you could face cracked teeth, receding gums, and chronic jaw pain that requires expensive dental work. But there's a way to help protect your teeth starting tonight. Prodentim's unique formula helps relax jaw muscles and supports oral health while you sleep. I've arranged a special discount for our audience with the link in the description below. Don't let stress destroy your smile. Take action now before the damage becomes irreversible.